Oh, there we go. Hey, how y'all doing? Well, 22 minutes after the hour. That's not too bad. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Go figure what happened on Halloween. Anyway, how you doing? This should be showing on the Groove Zone Collective page here on Facebook. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm DJ D Phoenix coming to you live from Olympia, Washington today. And with us, we've got for the premiere of Convos, right off the bat, we've got Mitch Micoley of Moon Fever, as well as Andy KYRIACOU of Modern Romance. So don't go anywhere. Showtime happens now. All right. Can you believe it? Yeah, neither can I. Let's see if it actually happens. So, because remember, it is Halloween.
And so, my tender lovely, let my welcome hear you now. Into our flesh-pink home of hearts, we greet you with a bow.
So entertaining us.
We may our pleasure from within, the oingo-boingo treasure chest of lust and mortal sin.
We'll take you to a place you'd like to visit least of all.
Where great-great-aunts and uncles died and worms and spiders crawl.
The graveyard is a peaceful place when people tread about.
But late at night the tenants leave their rooms to sing and shout. So take heed, brothers of full moon grove, and may the good Lord save your soul.
Pretty fast. You won't stop to look around once in a while. You could miss it.
Hey, this is Mitch from Moon Fever, and you're watching The Groove Zone.
Ow! I was right. Rock and roll. Cool. Hey, guys, you are watching The Groove Zone Convos here, and this is our October 31st edition. It's the day, finally, so go figure. And I get to hang today with Mitch of Moon Fever.
So, guys,
how you doing, buddy?
I'm excellent. How you doing, man?
Doing all right. Thank you. Thank you. So Mitch, Moon Fever, you guys are just seriously like dynamite. How long have you guys been around?
Well, I had like a different version of this band, and that thing kind of fell apart, and I moved to Seattle, which love Seattle. Best move I've ever made in my life. Big fan of Washington, gigantic fan actually. And, but this group, I mean, we literally had our 5th show at the El Cor Zone like last week.
5th
show. Yep, 5th show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that tells me that you guys are definitely on the rise then.
We're just baby band just getting rolling, man. Yeah.
So but with a single like what you guys just put out, I don't. There again, it's like you guys have got an amazing lineup. I think everyone that I can tell is just totally stellar in what you guys do.
I couldn't be happier, man. Yeah, this band is so cool. It's like I was like saying this before. It's like it feels like I'm like 15 again, like jamming in like a friend's basement with like my homies. Like that's how it feels, and it's like you know, we're not 15 anymore, mind you, but you know, like it's how it feels, like the magic and the excitement, and like everyone's a great musician and a cool guy. I couldn't ask for anything better, man. You know,
That is, because that doesn't always happen. You know,
it really doesn't. It rarely
Right.
happens.
let's do it. Horror,
Yeah.
spooky stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anything that that keeps you up late at night, Mitch? And I don't, you know, not like, you know, drinking or anything. Is there anything that keeps you up late at night and keeps you from like wanting to look out the windows? You know, whether it be something from your childhood or something you've just like, you know, learned in the last few years, anything like that that, you know, kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Okay, I got one for you. I went to England when I was like 19 or 20 or something with some friends. I had a friend from over there. He's like, hey, you want to come over and stay at my house? So whatever. We went over there, me and this old drummer friend of mine, we were in a band together. And we snuck in to, oh, this is Halloweenies. Yeah. To an abandoned mental institution in England. Okay.
No
Yes.
way.
Yes, we were like creeping around this abandoned mental institution in Surrey, I think, in England.
On Halloween night.
It was somewhere in the fall. It was creepy.
Okay. It doesn't
We
matter.
had an old camera, right? Like, you know, those old, like a point and shoot camera.
Yeah.
And someone took a picture of me in this room. I don't know but there is a legitimate face smiling next to my head in the picture. Not lying to you. I don't know where that camera is with that picture on it, but it was creepy.
The hairs on the back of my neck just stood up.
And I'm not lying. It was like this orange ball thing with a smiling face in it. No lies. Absolutely. Yeah.
How, you know, and that kind of thing. We had a podcast for a couple of years, Dub Effects on YouTube. I was fortunate to get him on the show with us a couple of years ago. And our conversation kept going to all these weird, like ethereal, you know, like depopulation, GMO, alien, you know, dimensional stuff.
Sure.
And, so, you know, we would talk about things like this. One of our regular panelists was actually a former a paranormal investigator.
Oh, cool.
And similar thing, he actually had a picture. There's something behind him over his shoulder.
Yeah.
If you ever find it, man, you've got to send it over to me.
If I ever find the picture, I'll send it to you for sure. Because yeah, it is creepy. Because I'm like smiling, like laughing around, like joking with like my friends in this thing. Straight up, yeah. There was, because we're looking through the pictures and we're like, oh, that is weird. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And that place was creepy.
How long did you guys stay there? And stay in
I
there?
don't remember. I mean, I don't know. I remember it was really hard to sneak into it too, because there was like barbed wire around it. We like straight up like broke into this place because my friend, this other drummer of mine, is like, dude, he's like, you want to go to this abandoned mental institution and creep around? I'm like, absolutely. That sounds awful. Let's do it.
Why not?
You know? Oh yeah. And it was so dangerous. I mean, like the floorboards were like broken out. It was gnarly. Yeah.
So was it, how many stories?
I can't remember. It was definitely a few stories. It was like an old brick building. I mean, that must have been like, I mean, old, like 100 years old for sure. You know what I mean? It was weird.
Wow.
Super creepy. Yeah.
And when you stop and think, the spiritual, like just all kinds of dynamics that go along with every individual in an institution like that, over the course of however many years it was
gnarly.
that's some gnarly stuff happening.
Yeah. Not down.
I'm telling you, Mitch, you are a brave man. I don't know that I would. Even in my best like goth days, I don't know if I would.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was just the two of you guys?
I think it was like me and this guy Stu, this other drummer, Gianni, the old guy I was in a band with, and then our buddy Alex, who we're staying with out there. And it was us four. And we're like, this is going to be fun. And we're like walking around. I'm like, I don't know about this. But then we're like, let's just start taking random pictures of things and see what happens. Oh yeah, dude.
This is such the beginning of a horror movie, you know.
Oh, straight up is. Yeah, looking back, I was a wild man.
Nice.
Yeah.
You might be scared of love, and I'm the one to blame, but I know I'm your favorite mistake to make. So won't you be
Halloween message to our viewers today. Anything that you want to like parlay to them? What do you have to say to them as far as, you know, Halloween goes?
Well, I know, keep it spooky, people. You know,
Yeah.
get out there, get your spook on.
Okay.
Also, not to completely plug myself, but
Now plug yourself.
I'm plugging it. So the
Good.
last video we just shot for I'm Gone, which is our new single coming out on November 11th. We rented this farmhouse or this barn in Olympia, actually, out in the middle of nowhere, and we built like a graveyard inside of a barn out in the middle of nowhere and shot it. And we did two different, like we did a real camera. We also did a handheld like point and shoot.
Okay.
So it looks very horror movie-esque.
Really,
So-
like found footage kind of stuff.
Yes, kind of like it's like you know, like a shaky 80s 90s camera. So
Nice.
it's very horror-y. So I think people will like that.
And what's the song again?
It's called I'm Gone.
I'm Gone.
Yep.
Can't wait. When does it drop?
November 11th.
So did you
Little
guys hear
past
that?
Halloween.
November 11th.
Yes.
You got to check that out. Definitely
I
check
think
that
so.
out. Hey, and that's a good segue. If people want to get more info on you guys and stuff, where do they go? What's the best website? Whatever.
Yeah, I would say, you know, I mean, we're on Spotify, Apple Music, just Moon Fever, social media, Moon Fever Official. That's probably the best way. You can go to the website, moonfever.com. But, you know, socials, probably the best move. You know, you'll find us.
Cool. And I know you're on Spotify because Moon Fever has just recently been added to our playlist.
Oh, sick. Thanks for having us, man.
You guys are in a great mix of artists in there. So
Great. Love it.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Favorite horror movie.
Favorite horror movie.
Or
Okay.
top 2 favorite horror movies.
I'm going to go, okay. And this is like, I go 2 ways usually for Halloween.
Okay.
'Cause usually I'm busy and I try to get as much in as I can, but I'm a humongous fan of like the Nosferatu black and white one. Love that one. Absolutely love it. It's kind of cheese balls, but kind of like amazing. Like it's so cool, like how it's shot and everything.
Are we talking about the one from like 1937 or something like
Yeah,
that?
like that black and white, like creepy, like Nosferatu creep around the castle vibes, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh my God, there's those chills again.
Also, I can't remember, is it Ash versus the Evil Dead, where it's like, where he goes back in time to like the medieval days?
Yes.
That one,
Yeah.
absolutely love that movie. One of my favorites.
Great franchise.
Yeah.
You got it. You know, it's funny because still one of my not earliest horror memories, but one of my most vivid horror memories, and it still gets to me today. Evil Dead, the original.
Yeah, love Evil Dead.
Anything that comes in at me close
Mm-hmm.
to the ground and like comes at me fast, I
Yeah.
totally flip out. And I always think about Evil Dead because of the camera angle on that thing.
Yeah, right?
Oh my gosh.
Gnarly.
There's
Yeah.
those chills again, Mitch. I'm not kidding you, man. Wow. Okay, cool. Favorite monster.
Favorite monster. You know, we're gonna go a creature from the Black Lagoon because I don't think he gets a lot of love, you know? I think we need to bring him out. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you, he may not get a lot of love, but he's gotten a lot of recognition so far this year because you're the third person, I think, to bring up.
No way, really?
Yeah, which is wild. Yeah.
That is wild. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's good. Maybe it has something to do with like, you know, the species dying off or something like that.
It might be. I think we're trying to bring him back this year. You know what I mean? Let's bring him back.
Maybe he is already back. I hear
Maybe
he's
he is
among
back.
us.
Exactly.
He is
Exactly.
just one more bite? It's the same loaded. Live fast, die young. I think I might. Hey.
kind of an odd question. Are there any like heebie-jeebie kind of creepy things that you can think of that like you've thought about maybe since your childhood that have kind of like followed you all? Like what would be the one thing that would like keep you up at night or looking out the windows or just kind of give you the heebie-jeebies? Is there anything that kind of freaks you out?
Yeah, knowing that my ex-wife is coming round. No, I always joke about it. We actually get on really well there. But,
yeah, we'll back up over that one.
Yeah, no, we get on really well. She knows I always joke about it. I always do. When I do Best Years of Our Lives, it's Shrek. You know, from Shrek. That was in Shrek, obviously. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
When I do that song, I introduce it and I say to the audience, you know, well, how many of you have seen the film Shrek? Yeah, based on my mother-in-law, right? With this film's from Shrek, you know. And then my daughter, of course, this is her gran I'm talking about. This is her gran I'm talking about.
Right.
She's going, that's my gran. Yeah, don't worry about it. But no, there's nothing really in particular that does give you the heebie-jeebies. It's not, you know. Okay. I mean, I still one of my favourite films, which probably makes me a bit of a freak. One of my favourite films of that genre is The Exorcist. I think for me that's one of the best films ever.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know? To this day, I still have not watched that movie. Can't watch it. I've seen enough of the clips. I know what the story's all about. It's stuff like that has a tendency to be too real. That I'm just like, no, can't quite go there. Give me Bela Lugosi in a cape any day and I'll be okay.
Oh, yeah, because that's pretty watered down and almost tongue-in-cheek, yeah, isn't it? I know.
Right.
No, the Exorcist is definitely, I mean, it was a one-off as far as I'm concerned. Even though they did Exorcist 2 and everything, that first one just struck a chord with people where it freaked them out because, like you said, it's real. It's really, you can just see the reality in it. It's like, wow.
Oh, yeah. And I think in a lot of ways that was really the trailblazer for that genre that has kind of led up to where it's at now. And you know, there's some pretty trippy stuff out there in the movie theaters and on And
I've got to tell you before I forget, I've got to tell you something. When I was married, we had a knock on the door one night, trick or treat. And I was always like involved in music and didn't really do trick or treat. My parents would never have allowed that anyway. They're not going to go. You're going to go begging for sweets. What will people think? You know. They were very much about what will people say. My parents. It was all about what will people say. They were Greek. Obviously, we're Greek Cypriot descendants. So it's all about what will people say. What will the family say? You know, what will people think of us? You know, you've shamed the family and all that stuff. So you can't go begging for sweets. That's not going to happen. So I was pretty kind of unaffected, untouched, and not very well informed when it came to Halloween, because obviously we didn't celebrate any of that in life.
Right.
And so I got married and ran around, did my stuff as a kid, teenager. Then I got married, and we got a knock on the door one day, and not being quite au fait with the custom of what you're supposed to do. I got a knock on the door, and this little kid said, my wife's standing just behind me, like a little further back, and at the door, and he went, trick or treat, and I went, no, thank you, and I closed the door. She said, you can't do that. I said, what? She can't say no thank you. It's trick or treat. There's no thank you about it. It's one or the other. I didn't know. I didn't have a clue.
They didn't teach you. How are you to know?
Exactly.
No doubt. Oh, that's hilarious.
This is Mike Score from A Flock of Seagulls with DJ D Phoenix, and this is the Groove Zone.
Yes.
Rock and roll. Just like that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, business is out of the way. Yeah. Awesome. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad, actually. Yeah, I was while I was waiting to get onto you, I was just watching a program called Soul America. It's a one-off TV thing.
Okay.
I was just watching all this stuff that I know. I mean, it influenced me when I was a kid. It's all about Temptations and James Brown and Isaac Hayes and Curtis Mayfield and all these people that I mean, I grew up on black music. I grew up on soul and Motown.
Right.
So I just had to leave it when they were playing Heard It Through the Grapevine. And I thought, I want to listen to that.
Man.
That's what I'm recording it, so it's fine.
Gotcha. Actually, that's one of my favorite genres as well. Late 60s, early 70s soul and R&B. Totally love that.
Oh, well, I mean, listen, I'd say I'll probably say I'll finish it this week. I'm just finishing my autobiography. I'm finishing it this weekend. I've got two of it. Yeah. Wow. And one of the things I realized when I was writing this book is, I mean, bear in mind, I didn't come from a musical background.
Okay.
No one in my family played music. How I got into it is a long story, but I got into music, and one of the things that's always struck me is, how on earth did I know not just how to sing, but I could pitch and do harmonies? And I thought, how on earth do you know that? And it's only when I was doing the book, and I remember, I mean, the book started life as I was basically transcribing my diaries that I kept in the 80s. I kept the diary. And there's all stuff in there about, meeting Boy George and meeting different people that we were bumping into and meeting this Michaels. So it's all there. And as I was doing that, I thought I really should expand them, because it just became a snapshot of those years. And I thought, it's not really a book. It's just like a snapshot of those years. But someone said to me, you really ought to make it more rounded and make it about you and how you started. So I went right back to the beginning. And as I wrote about the beginning, and I sort of cast my mind back and said, I remember listening to Standing in the Shadows of Love. And I remember that. I remember where I was and in the room listening to it, going, this tune is amazing. And then listening also to other stuff that I don't know if you know, but things like the Tremolos and all these other these 60s bands, and listening to, well, obviously the Beatles, and then the Monkees, and realizing that, and the Beach Boys as well in particular, and then realizing, as I was writing the book, realizing, hang on a second, these bands were famous for their harmonies, and obviously all the Four Tops and the Temptations were, but these bands, their harmonies are what made them. Their harmonies are what made my hair stand on them. But I didn't realize until now, that's where I got it from. That influenced me and basically taught me how to sing. And I didn't even know I could do harmonies until I got on the tour bus one day with Modern Romance in the very early days. And someone brought out a guitar and started strumming and was singing. And they started singing Sloop John B. Beach Boys. So as they're doing it, and I was new to the band, and they're doing this, and I thought, I was actually the last person to join before we then had our hits. And they're singing this song, and this harmony was coming out somewhere, and everyone was like singing, and they all stopped and turned around, and I was like, why are you looking at me? And they went, you can sing? And I went, can I? They went, yeah. Right, that's it. You're straight out to the shops, and we're going to buy you a headset mic, Madonna style. But this is in 1981, so it's before Madonna. And so they're going to buy you a headset mic, and I thought, what is that? It's a mic you wear on your head. Okay, and you're going to sing while you're playing the drums, because if you can sing like that, we're going to harness that and use it.
Oh boy. Andy KYRIACOU, Modern Romance. Before that, Mitch Micoley of Moon Fever. Thanks, guys. That was a little fun. Hey, speaking of fun, I think I want to take a minute, while we've got a minute, if we've got one, and read you a book called Bats. And if this goofy thing doesn't quit coming up on my computer, I'm going to do away with Microsoft Windows, is what I'm going to do. That would be a fun Halloween thing, wouldn't it? Anyway, there we go. So, Bats. Hope everybody's having a good day so far on this October 31st. Let's see. Those are white bats, I guess, aren't they? What is this? Look, a big boat. There are many other boats. This isn't bats. This is called boats. Okay, well, enough of that then. We'll have to read next time. Don't go anywhere. Actually keep it right here on the page. Here in just a minute, we're going to be back on our next segment. So hang tight. We'll be right back. I'm DJ D Phoenix, coming to you live from Olympia, Washington. Here today on the series premiere of Convos. I think I need some more coffee. I think that's what it is. Anyway, hang tight.